精神抖起来，大摇大摆大气派。女娃娃越女越俏就是一个拽，
二后生越女越夸就是一个帅。
我爱你的拽，
我爱你的帅，
我爱你的俏，
我爱你的狂。
有一个柿子梅花朵朵开，转一个就去连灯，好运来。锣鼓敲起来，唢呐吹起来，把咱的秧歌扭起来，好天好地好自在。财神舞起来，花伞拽起来，把咱的精神抖起来，大摇大摆大气派。女娃娃越女越俏就是一个拽，
二后生越女越夸就是一个帅。
我爱你的拽，
我爱你的帅，
我爱你的俏，
我爱你的狂。
有一个柿子梅花朵朵开，转一个就去连灯，好运来。财门打起来，
抬头唱起来，
把咱的秧歌扭起来，好男好女好时代，山丹丹花儿开，
晴天又好起来，
把咱的秧歌扭起来，大美大爱大情怀。个亮亮越唱越绿就是一个翠，
山公公越唱越秀就是一个美。
我爱咱的翠，
我爱咱的美，
我爱咱的红，
我爱咱的绿。
有一个山川秀美龙摆尾，唱一个幸福大地百花开。看看看，急如快如电，快如电。看，变，好潇洒，好浪漫。说是不知，那是不瞒，男着不会，会着不难。三岁远看近看，前看后看，近看慢看左看右看三看下看，环看左看，硬是好耍又新鲜。 潇洒好浪漫。说着不知那是不满，难着不会会着不难。三岁远看近看，前看后看，近看慢看左看右看上看下看，环看四看，颜色好耍又新鲜。别换，那叫人机火箭。白蓝，简直变化多端，反复锤炼，技巧不断发展，根深救援，老辈子代代相传。变变。
尊敬的各位来宾。女士们、先生们 ，Ladies and gentlemen，
大家
过年好 ！Well, Happy New Year to everyone, and welcome to 2023 Ballarat Chinese New Year concert. My name is Jet. I'm from Melbourne.
My name is April. I'm from Ballarat. 今天我们欢聚于此，由墨尔本华资艺术团和我们本地的艺术团体共同为大家带来这场新春音乐会。希望在这个春节给大家带来的是开心、舒心和温馨。
Well, today we gather here together to celebrate the Chinese New Year, Year of Rabbit. And this event is a collaboration of the Chinese Australia Culture Society of Ballarat and the performers from our local community in Ballarat and the Chinese Performing Arts Development Group from Melbourne. The Chinese Performing Arts Group in Melbourne was founded 15 years ago. Now has more than 100 members across age from 5 years old little girl to 60 plus years old seniors. It's our pleasure to be here today to join our community at Ballarat to celebrate the Chinese New Year and present you a feast of Chinese culture.
To officially start our gala, we would like to acknowledge the traditional custodians' land on which we gather today, the Wataran people of Kulin Nation, and pay our respects to their elders, past, present, and emerging. We would also like to welcome some special guests today. Michaela Seto, Juliana Addison, and Martha Hallett, State Member of Parliament. Chen Xiaodong, Deputy Consulate General of China. Des Hudson, Mayor of Ballarat. Samantha McIntosh, former Mayor of Ballarat. We also welcome the many leaders and representatives of multicultural and community groups attending today, including the Melbourne Chinese community. A special mention to the Chinese descendants from Ballarat who can trace their history back to the old gold rush era.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, now please join me to welcome the Vice President of Chinese Australia Culture Society in Ballarat, Michelle Phillips, and the President of Chinese Performing Arts Development in Melbourne, Junxi Su, to join us on the stage, deliver a speech. Welcome them all.
有请。
下午好，欢迎到小县中文新年 can't even read my writing 新年音乐会. So good afternoon and welcome to the very first Chinese New Year concert held by the Chinese Australian Cultural Society of Ballarat. Our society is quite unique. We were formed, like Sue's organisation, 15 years ago. So it seems we are destined to be together. So as we celebrate the Year of the Rabbit, we are an organisation that welcomes anyone. Although we're a Chinese organisation, the one thing that we ask of our members is that you have an interest in Chinese culture. And the thing that we see as vitally important is that the culture is retained, that it grows, and that we respect the history of the Chinese in Ballarat. There has not been a time in the city of Ballarat where the Chinese have not been part of our city and our community. So thank you very much for coming along today. We hope that you will really enjoy the performances that are being put on for you today. The standard is amazing. Thank you very much to my dear friend Su Junqi, along with the performances from our own members. Perhaps this year we are like the beautiful butterfly emerging from the cocoon called COVID. So this is certainly something that we have really enjoyed putting together, and something that we know that you will really enjoy as well. And just to let you into a little secret, there's only one Lunar New Year festival in Victoria held in the city of Melbourne. And that is something that Sue was instrumental in developing when she was chair of the Federation of Chinese Associations. It's our vision that starting from today, this event will become an annual event, and that we will grow that event into a full-scale Lunar New Year festival. So to our special guests, Deputy Consul Chen Xiaodong, to the Mayor of the City of the Ballarat, Des Hudson, to our three lovely ladies who represent the State Parliament across for all of Ballarat. Our city is now so big that it takes three representatives to take us in, and we appreciate having them here today. Believe me, we'll be knocking on your doors and we will be asking for your help to help this event grow. And I hope today gives you a taste of what there is to come in the future. So now I will hand over to Su Junqi, a very dear friend who has partnered with us to create today's event, and I know you're going to absolutely, thoroughly enjoy what you see today.
Thank you, Michelle. Good afternoon, everyone. The Chinese Performing Arts Development is very delighted to have this opportunity to join with the local organization Chinese Australian Cultural Society. And we will be here to deliver a program that I hope you will feel joyful, and you may want to see this again next year. What's a coincidence? We just found out two organizations was founded in the same year. And it's happened. We're talking about work together to deliver Chinese New Year concert in Ballarat. That's also is our organization's aim, to go to regional area, bring the culture and the arts, and join the local organizations, artists, do something for the local people. We know in 1892, we have first Chinese festival in Ballarat, which made history in Ballarat too. And here we are, stay in Ballarat, and do something for the local people. And we hope our partnership will keep going year after year. And we will come here year after year to deliver new program to Ballarat and see you year after year. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, the Deputy Consul General and the Mayor of Ballarat. You all heard, Michelle did mention, in the future, the Chinese New Year Festival will become a regular event in Ballarat. It's up to you, Mayor. Make it happen. And the three lovely ladies from the local government, and you are the representative. So can we ask you support this festival in the future? Ask them, yes or no? Thank you.
谢谢。
谢谢。
My dear friend, 很好朋友。
好朋友。
So we would now like to ask, we only have a couple of official speeches. So firstly, we will ask the Deputy Consul Chen Xiaodong if he would like to step to the stage and say a few words on behalf of the People's Republic of China. Thank you.
Thank you, Deputy Consul General.
The Honorable Mayor Dan Hudson, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and happy Chinese New Year. It's my great pleasure to attend Ballarat, the first Ballarat Chinese cultural and the first concert. Here, on behalf of the Chinese Consulate General in Melbourne, I would like to extend my sincere appreciation to all the friends, especially the organizer, Australian Chinese Cultural Society of Ballarat, to hold such a wonderful function. As you know, in the last few years, because of pandemic torment and some political problems, our bilateral relations was on a normal state. Many bilateral exchanges in many fields, such as people-to-people exchange, cultural exchange, has been suspended. Now we are happy to see our bilateral ship has shifted to the right direction. I'm sure that from this year, there will be more and more people-to-people exchange, especially the music concert and any other cultural exchange will be displayed in our two countries. In Australia, not only in mega cities like Sydney and Melbourne, but also in the regional city like Ballarat and Geelong. Finally, I wish this concert a great success, and again, Happy Chinese New Year to you all. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, as Michelle and Jinxi, the two leaders from the communities, saying, we're very much looking forward to join Ballarat community to exchange the culture and to promote Chinese traditional culture through our performance, through the events, year on year, hopefully for the next generations after generations. But all of this depends on our very much honored landlord, our host, our city of Ballarat. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me to welcome the Mayor of Ballarat, Das Heston, to deliver a speech. Happy New Year, Das.
Happy New Year to you too. Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone. Gee, it looks an amazing crowd that's here today. Could I please acknowledge my councillor colleague, Councillor Samantha McIntosh, who is here, who is also a former mayor, and also former Mayor John Phillips, and Frank as well, who's here as well as a former mayor, and to our three fantastic state parliamentarians, Michaela, Juliana and Martha. Thank you for being here. And to the Deputy Consul, Mr. Chen, again, thank you, and for your very kind words that you opened with as well. It's a great honour to be hosting the concert today in Ballarat, and I acknowledge the work of our own local Chinese association, Michelle Phillips and the entire team that have been working so hard for the last 15 years in terms of making sure this partnership and the presence of the Chinese community in Ballarat is so strong. Of course, the Chinese community has a long-lasting history that dates right back to the goldfields back in the 1850s. And statistics at the time, around 1 in 5 people that were on the goldfields originated from China. So we have a very deep, long history to celebrate as we go forward hand in hand. One of the great stories from the goldfields was for many Chinese migrants that came to Australia that got off the boat at Robe and then walked some 400 kilometres to get to here in Ballarat, and our own local Charles Zhang, who a few years ago completed that exact same journey, and many of us watched and followed along with the newspapers at Charles as he reenacted that fantastic walk at the time. Ballarat is proud to be an intercultural city. We are the first intercultural city in Australia, and we really wear that badge proudly. And what that means is that we are a very welcoming city. We are a city that values diversity of cultures, of its people, of its traditions. And on Australia Day, only a couple of days ago, we inducted 79 newest members of our community to become Australian citizens. And on that day in this room, it was stated that becoming an Australian citizen is not about forgetting your past. It's not about leaving behind those cultures, those practices, or those traditions. It is about bringing them to our community, because we are so much richer and we are so much stronger when we actually value all of those traditions. And so too with all of those with Chinese heritage that bring that rich culture to our community. And we want that to continue. So those challenges about how we go forward, yes, there may have been things in the past from a political perspective at higher up the chain than us, but at a grassroots level, we can really strengthen those ties in friendship, in sharing and celebrating culture. And I look forward to us doing that through our own local council, but through our local Chinese Association and the other ways that we can encourage Chinese tourism and Chinese business to here in Ballarat as well. So I want to wish everyone in the room a very happy new year, the year of the rabbit, and I hope that in that year we can continue to advocate for peace, harmony, not only in our own town, but across this fantastic world of ours as we walk forward hand in hand. Thank you very much.
感谢各位嘉宾的精彩演讲。我们今天呢是一个非常隆重的一个音乐会，那么音乐会一定少不了的就是一个古典舞蹈，还有传统的乐器表演。那么接下来请欣赏古典舞《游春》、新疆舞《一杯美酒》，还有古筝独奏。Welcome to the stage the next three performances. The first is a Chinese classical dance, Spring Outing, followed by group Wiggle Dance, A Glass of Wine. And last will be traditional Chinese instrument, 古筝。有请。
mail ver bir aleme Yaşlık devrim o baharım oynamay külmey Tişennin bürkütleri egip ütmey duyar yar Bana kara şu kız çağlar egip ütmey Hey kıydım ben sana Teşna emes miydin ben şiir sözünge Aşık oldum üzünge Hulmak yüzünge yar yar Algın canem yürügünden Ver bir yaleme Ver bir yale, ver bir yale Ver bir yaleme İş bulandı şu devranda Oynamay gülmey我的爱情像杯美酒，一杯美酒，心上人，请你把它接受。天山上的雄鹰只会盘旋不飞过山顶，情人围绕着我不愿离走。嘿，情人啊，你的花容月貌时刻吸引着我，我在为你唱首对月鼓，请接受我心灵的一杯美酒，一杯美酒，一杯甜酒，一杯香酒，喝了它真会把你醉透。一杯美酒，一杯甜酒，一杯香酒，喝了它真会把你醉透。嘿呀下！
gentlemen, what a wonderful performance delivered by Yan Ni with a very special Chinese performing arts instruments called guzheng. And such a wonderful music delivered by guzheng for shears, isn't it? Give a round of applause to Yan Ni, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not sure if everyone knows that in China we have 56 minorities across the nation. Especially in some region areas, the local community have a very special dressing, instruments, living habits, and dietary as well. In the next few performances, we'll take you through some minorities in China and see the local culture through those communities. First, we will see a Qi Pao dance, evening bell at Nanping, followed by a solo dancing performance delivered by Bonnie Guo, Morning's Greeting, and followed by a E minority dancing performance, and followed by a vocal solo, I Love a Sunburned Country. Please enjoy.
匆匆地走入森林中，森林它已丛丛，我找不到它的行踪，只看到了树摇风。我匆匆地走入森林中，森林它已丛丛，我看不到它的行踪，只听到了南屏钟。南屏晚钟随风飘送，它好像是敲呀敲在我心坎中。南屏晚钟随风飘送，它好像是催呀催醒我相思梦。它催醒了我的相思梦，相思有什么用？我走出了丛丛森林，又看到了夕阳红。走入森林中，森林它已丛丛，我找不到它的行踪，只看到了树摇风。我匆匆地走入森林中，森林它已丛丛，我看不到它的行踪，只听到了南屏钟。南屏晚钟随风飘送，它好像是敲呀敲在我心坎中。南屏晚钟随风飘送，它好像是催呀催醒我相思梦。它催醒了我的相思梦，相思有什么用？我走出了丛丛森林，又看到了夕阳红。
善良，热情奔放。青山绿水间有一个神秘的地方，那就是天下泸沽湖。阿嬷的火塘，哦最温暖，花楼的恋歌最多情。动人的口弦，令人心醉。火红的火把照亮最美异乡。最美异乡流淌着欢乐，12个民族为它歌唱。最美异乡奔腾着希望，少年生儿女迈向美好的明天。
Next up is Ballarat Grammar's Pepper Band. They will play a selection of traditional and modern Scottish music, followed by Mongol minority group dance and a fan dance. 掌声欢迎巴拉瑞特文法学校带来的风笛表演，华资艺术团带来的蒙古舞和扇子舞。
我
What a wonderful performance so far. And we have a very Scottish piping bag bringing us a very special flavor from Europe to our event today. And now I would like to introduce another instrument for everyone. It's a very special Chinese instrument. I'm sure that very rare of you have crossed with that instrument in the past. The name for that instrument called suo na. It's kind of a brass instrument, but will bring you a very eye-opening Chinese music. Please join me to welcome the performer Ding Anling, who will bring us a very special suo na solo, Sky Road, and followed by group singing, You Raise Me Up. Please enjoy.
I still wait in the silence until you come and stay a while with me. You raise me up so I can stand the mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I'm strong when I'm on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I may be. Raise me up so I can stand the mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I'm strong when I'm on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me I'm strong when I'm on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up so I can stand the mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I'm strong when I'm on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up to more than I can.
Thank you for such an uplifting song. I believe most of us here today are very familiar with Tai Chi. So do you know Tai Chi also has many different styles? Today, our local Ballarat Tai Chi group will be presenting a Chensh style Tai Chi, followed by group dances, jazzmen, and the love for counting. 是谁在练太极，风生水起？是我们巴拉瑞特太极队的，他们带来的是24式陈式太极拳，紧接着还有团体舞茉莉花和溜溜的康定，溜溜的成，请欣赏。
24式简化太极拳。 预备，起势。左右野马分工一，二，白河亮翅，左右龙溪奥步一，二，手挥琵琶，左右倒卷红一，二，四，左蓝车尾，红，吕，吉，暗，右蓝车尾，红，吕，吉，暗，单边，云手一，二，三，单边，高看马，右蹬脚，双弓贯耳，转身左蹬脚，左下式独立，右下式独立，左右穿梭一，二，海底针，闪通地，转身翻蓝锤。 手。收视。
A round of applause for our Tai Chi performers. What amazing performance. We are so surprised to see a lot of local community members to join us to play Tai Chi. And Tai Chi is one of the very Chinese special Kung Fu style activities. I'm surprised in our local community at Ballarat, we have such a group of people practicing Tai Chi here. I would like to have some few words with one of the members. Maybe, may I have your name?
Yeah, Deborah Sykes.
Deborah, how are you? Good. Deborah, just come on. I just want to ask, how long you have been practicing Tai Chi within the group?
Yes, I've been practicing for about 4 years, and we have a group up at Pipers by the lake, just by the cannons, and we practice every morning, 8:30 to 9:30 during the week, and 9 o'clock on Saturday and Sunday, so a bit of a sleep in on Saturday and Sunday.
7 days, every day, practicing Tai Chi.
Yes. And in Ballarat, that means rain, hail or shine, but more rain and hail, as you know. So it gets pretty cold out there, but we've got beanies on, gloves and thermals and coats, so it's just absolutely wonderful practice. It allows you to calm your body and your mind, and practice balance. It's got some really fantastic health benefits, besides the community that you meet, some lovely friends. And our leader is Jack Yang. He's overseas in China at the moment with his wife Shirley, and they're visiting, but they'll be back 22nd of February. So we miss Jack, but Simon's been leading us today, so a round of applause for Simon as well.
A round of applause for every single one of them on the stage, ladies and gentlemen. Practicing 7 days, every day, within rains and hails and sun. What a great effort. And ladies and gentlemen, may I ask Deborah, how do you know Tai Chi through this community, and how do you connect Tai Chi to the Chinese culture?
Yes. So I quite often have a coffee up at Pipers in the morning, and I saw everybody practicing Tai Chi. So I thought, I should go and talk to them, see whether I could join. It's free, so it's a community service that Jack and everybody else supports now. So while Jack's away, we've all been taking a little bit of a lead, and we encourage everybody to come along and try it. You don't need any experience. It's just about trying to create balance as you get older. They're the sort of things that you start to lose a little bit, balance and spatial configuration. So it's a fantastic exercise for that, as well as mental well-being. And it's just been so much fun. I don't get there every morning, but I try really hard. Yeah.
Fantastic, fantastic effort. Deborah, through Tai Chi activities, did you learn a little bit more about the Chinese culture, or have you get any connections? You've been in China in the past?
Yes, well, I have two brothers. They both have Chinese wives. Wow. So I've been introduced to the Chinese culture at a close level. And I went to China just before COVID and had a tour around China. It was absolutely fantastic, a wonderful experience. And that was actually after I started Tai Chi. So, you know, the experience with Tai Chi and involvement with Jack and the other Chinese community has allowed me to become more aware of China, Chinese culture, and the Chinese community in Ballarat and Melbourne, and it's been fantastic to be included in that.
Ladies and gentlemen, what good stories and individual stories connect to China, connect to Chinese culture through the culture exchange, through Tai Chi. I believe in the future, between the culture exchange of Australia and China, those two countries are getting strength and closer.
Very much so. Thank you very much.
Give a round of applause for the Tai Chi performers, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Thank you very much. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce you to the next dancing performance. Please join me to welcome the Jasmines. Please enjoy.
一家溜溜的大姐，身材溜溜的好友，我家溜溜的大哥，看上溜溜的你哟。月亮弯弯，看上溜溜的你哟。世间的女子任我爱哟，
世间的男子任我求哟，
月亮弯弯任我爱哟，
任我爱哟，
月亮弯弯任你求哟，
任我求哟。 这多河流的流水啊，呀啦河浪卷溜溜的情啊，提起呀心的溜溜的送我嘞溜溜，送我嘞溜溜向西行喽。跑啊溜溜的山上，一朵溜溜的云啊，端端溜溜的照在康定溜溜的城哟，月亮弯弯，康定溜溜的城哟。
ladies and gentlemen. What a wonderful performance. A round of applause for our line dancing performance.
再次感谢来自墨尔本的舞狮队，
Especially for our very special baby line on the stage. A round of applause for our little baby line. What a wonderful afternoon here at Ballarat. As a member of the Chinese Performing Development Arts Group, I'm so delighted that we have very strong Chinese community and Chinese culture here in Ballarat. I hope every one of you had a great afternoon here at Ballarat Civic Hall. I wish in the upcoming years, every Chinese New Year, we have a gathering here to celebrate the Chinese New Year together.
再次感谢各位的大驾光临，期待您的下一次见面。我们明年再见。
We'd also like to acknowledge a special thank you for our technicians at the backstage and here for our light stage and staff.
感
Thank you.
谢我们的音响，感谢我们的灯光。
And thank you everyone. Wish everyone a very prosperous rabbit year.
谢谢大家，祝大家兔年大吉。
Okay, we'd like to have a photo together, everyone. Look at whatever the cameras you can find. Okay, all right, thank you everyone. Thank you.
再次感谢大家的大驾光临，祝您新年快乐，再见。